Assalamu alaikum students. Hope all of you will be fine and doing good. Students, we were studying chapter number 1, that is human organ system. Today our next topic is peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system consists of network of nerves which are spread in the body to connect all the body parts to the central nervous system. And central nervous systems consist of brain and the spinal cord. The nerves which arise from the brain are called the cranial nerves. In human body there are 12 pairs of cranial nerves. The nerves which arise from the spinal cord are called the spinal nerves, and there are 31 pairs of spinal nerves in the human body. Our next topic is working model of nervous system. Nervous system coordinate all the body functions, and it also detects the changes in the environment and produces a response to these changes. Any change in the environment that can be detected by the receptors and to initiate a nerve impulses is called the stimulus, and the stimulus may be heat, cold, pressure and sound waves. And the special organs, tissues or cells which detect these stimuli from the environment are called the receptors, for example sense organs. Then the sensory neurons carry these messages regarding to the stimuli in the form of nerve impulses from receptors to the central nervous system. The central nervous system processes the messages and transmits the nerve impulses to the motor neurons. And then motor neurons carry these nerve impulses to the effectors which produces particular response. Such parts are called the effectors. Next topic is actions controlled by the nervous system. There are two types of actions, voluntary actions and involuntary actions. The voluntary actions are the actions which are performed under conscious condition or conscious control and which are done after thinking over them are called the voluntary actions, for example speaking, eating, reading and talking. While the involuntary actions are the actions which are performed without involvement of thinking process are called the involuntary actions. For example, heartbeat, breathing and blinking of our eyes are the involuntary actions. Next one is reflex action. An immediate and involuntary response to the stimulus is called the reflex action. For example, quick pulling of the hand just after touching the hot object is the common example of reflex action. Student, I am going to describe this picture 1.7. In this picture, the temperature of the hot object is the stimulus which is received by the cells of the skin. Then a nerve impulse is created in the sensory neuron present in the skin. The nerve impulse is carried by the sensory neurons to the spinal cord. Then the interneurons of the spinal cord transmits the impulses to the motor neurons, and then motor neurons carry the impulses to the arms muscles, which are the effectors. The arm muscles contract and the hand is pulled back. The pathway of nerve impulses which complete a reflex action is called the reflex arc. Students, this is your home task. Exercise question number 1.4 is give 3 examples of voluntary actions. Answer will be on page number 7. Part 2 is give 3 examples of involuntary actions, and the answer is on page number 7. Next question is question number 1.5. Part 1, difference between receptors and effectors. Answer will be on page number 7. Students, you have to write the definition plus example of receptors and effectors. Next, part 3 is difference between the voluntary and involuntary actions. Answer will be on page number 7. You have to write definition plus example of voluntary and involuntary actions. Students, you just have to write the question 1.5 part 2 and 3 and learn all these questions. This is your science task. Okay class, thank you and Allah Hafiz.